Do the Dolphins have the best backfield in the NFL?
Oh, not a doubt about it. Not a doubt about it. That's, literally one of my notes is the Dolphins, most dangerous team in the league, probably most dangerous offense in the league when Mostert and Achane are both healthy. I just butchered that, but you guys go what I'm saying. They are the most dominant offense when they have both them out there at the same time.
So I traded for we traded for Achane.
Hey, yeah, the co-management scheme.
And he was coming off injury, and then he got hurt. The game he came back, I was like, no way.
I thought it was gonna be long term too.
He came back and snapped.
He's a snapper.
He snaps every game.
No, I have to find the audio of it because I really did. I had this man picked out last year after he cooked LSU because this man literally murdered our playoff hopes. And not that we had big playoff hopes last year anyways, but he literally murdered them straight up. And I just watched him run all over our defense. And I'm talking about like throwing dudes, like way bigger than him. And I was just like, yeah, he's NFL ready. Like this boy's about to go out there and go stupid. I didn't think it was going to be like this though. I really didn't think it was going to be like putting up record speeds and shit.
No.
Knew he was up next, but not like this.
Well, also, I mean, if you want to talk about like outside of their backfield, like their offense is just unstoppable. Like Achane, Mostert, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle,
they are cooking.
And they have like the perfect quarterback to just get them the ball. And I think that's why people who were so high on Tua before people understood what like Tua was supposed to be doing. I think that's what they saw in him. I mean, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, nothing crazy, but Tyreek Hill, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. By chance, do you think Washington thought that they were playing Tyreek Hill this week? They just let him go over the top multiple times. I don't get it.
No, Ron Rivera is very. You can just tell it's a team that is very much like a quiet quitted team.
Like there's
done. Nothing like however good teams are operating. Very clearly, the Commanders are not operating this on the same like level anymore, and they're not operating the same way. And it's like if you're a Commanders fan, you know it. This thing is. I think Commanders fans are kind of like the most aware of just like the kind of like seismic shift going on around the whole organization right now, where it's like this year is almost just unserious. At least it feels very unserious. Minus the Sam Howell like awesomeness that you guys have going on, which is still yes. Week to week, there's still some volatile moments, but you know what you have in the guy. When the O-line is this terrible and the receiving core is still potentially, you still got a few things you want to add. It's not going to be perfect every week, but at least you know you got your guy in Sam Howell. Minus that, though. We'll go back to the thing to another 0 sack week.
For the Commanders? I mean, it's like, also, like, if you want to, like, talk about, before we completely jump to the Commanders, like, the Vic Fangio defense is finally stepping up for the Dolphins. Sam Howell, 127 passing yards?
Yeah.
Lowest all season.
This was probably, I won't say the worst game he had all season, but this was the most disappointing game he had all season. Where if you're a Commanders fan, you definitely would have really liked to see him eat up on this defense, show you, okay, I can still, you know what I mean? This core can still compete against a really good cornerback core, really good safety core. They can't, at least not right now, especially with this O-line. So it's like, that's what the point is. Minus Sam, you still have so much to do. The team is definitely very unserious right now. They're gearing to be serious. Obviously, you have the whole new ownership group, everything. You're going in the right direction. But right now, things just don't feel like they're nowhere near what things are going to be in the next few years because it's like the guy, Josh Harris, just hasn't had a chance to really put his thumb on this team yet.
Well, I think another thing that's kind of frustrating for the Commanders is I don't think the receiving core is really turning out how they thought it would.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even Terry's definitely like, I want to say having a regression year, but like, he's not evolving.
No.
Anymore.
I mean, Curtis Samuel was their leading receiver. Antonio Gibson was the next guy up. Jahan Dotson third, but only 2 catches for 20 yards and like
consistently inconsistent.
This is an Eric Bieniemy offense. So I don't know. I honestly don't. The Commanders, I believe, are one of the highest scored against defenses in the league right now. And it's just like kind of what you're saying with that new ownership. I feel like they have to clean house and like. Okay, let me ask you this. On what is a percentage chance that the Commanders have the opportunity to move up and they take a QB? I don't think it's very likely, but with a new ownership group, I mean, this is a 5th round rookie or a 5th round second year guy who's making his first year. Starting.
I don't know. Probably pretty slim.
Washington almost has 400 points against them this year.
That is crazy.
The
Wait,
next
no, wait. I feel like I missed. Wait, repeat the question one more time. I think I
basically,
misunderstood.
I'm
the
just
question.
asking, like, if the Commanders are, let's say, a top 5 pick, and let's say the Bears are selling at 1. Are you doing it? Are you moving up to go get a guy?
I'm banking on Sam.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to keep banking on. Like, I think what he's showing you this year, especially with just like his intangibles, kind of like, I was worried about his height and a few things about him. And it's like seeing him still stand in that pocket, do what he's doing at the frame he has and all that. I think it's like, keep giving him time to grow. Like, it's like sky's the limit kind of thing. It's like, let's just keep giving him some time. Give him an O-line. Keep that receiving core growing. I think that's the route I'm taking.
Okay.
New coaching staff, especially, though. Staff, most important thing.